then. Now, earlier in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea needed to beat the USA to win their group and also make the last 8. Your commentators for this one are Chris Warren and Matthew Elliott.
Well, the World Cup adventure continues in Port Moresby with the Kumuls on the cusp of booking a place in the quarterfinals. The colour, the energy, the passion of the locals that they've brought to this festival of rugby league really has been one of the feel-good stories of this World Cup. The Papua New Guinea side then, having a look at that, James Segeyaro starting his first match at this World Cup, and, well, a big occasion for Lachlan Lam, the son of Adrian Lam, making his Kumuls debut. A lot of pressure on these guys. Well, I say pressure, but they're coming in with not a whole lot to lose. Their hooker is Mirando, a player from the Northern Beaches. This man here with the London Broncos for a couple of years, and he really has carried this side in recent years. He's 8 on. Still no score. PNG, well, they come into this match after a very big win against Wales, and they got home against Ireland. Expected to win this. Here's Segeyaro. He's into a space. He's through. Segeyaro. He's got support on his right shoulder. And in they go. On debut. Over they go. Into score. Lachlan Lam for the Kumuls.
It's Segeyaro who picks up an inside ball here. Dummies, takes off, gets into the clear. And Lam, look at that. You think he's happy about that, Chris?
Pumps his fist in joy. 4-0 kick to come, the Kumuls in front. Meninga will play it. Segeyaro finds Lam, now to Mead, looping pass. Olam goes in to score. Olam goes in to score the Kumuls second after 11 minutes of play. Well, they're dangerous with the ball in hand, this Kumuls outfit, and Justin Olam goes in to make it 10 points to 0 with a kick to come. It's gone pretty high. Oh, they've made a meal of it. It's gone backwards. There's another break, and they're away again, the Kumuls. They're into space. They've got support on the inside. And here's Segeyaro. Segeyaro, he's going to race away to score. And PNG go in for number 3. Well, this is turning into a cakewalk. 13 minutes old is the match. And the Kumuls lead the Hawks 14 points to 0. Yeah, worrying signs here in Moresby, the third and final pool match for the home team, and James Segeyaro, he's just proving so difficult to stop out there in the middle, and at the moment it really is all one-way traffic. Lam, he's straight through, Lachie Lam, he sidesteps the fullback, and Lachlan Lam on debut, he's going in for number 2. Yes, indeed, what a day for Lachlan Lam.
He dummies and goes himself. And what about this footwork? Right hand carry, goes off that right foot, and again, absolutely elated to get across that stripe. What a young talent he is.
Segeyaro to Boas. Ricocheted.
6 more.
It's been played at, so 6 more, and here goes Garry Lo. 2-on-1 down the short side. Oh, good tackle over there. Wonderful tackle, and it had to be made there by Ryan Burrows, but the damage is still coming in the shape of Garry Lo. Boas goes himself, gives the ball away, and Rod Griffin goes in to score. Easy as you like for the Kumuls' most experienced player. Hooker to hooker, Segeyaro to Baptiste. Good tackle, made by Pettyborn. Over the top was Ulch. Here's Boas. Tete. Danger signs for the USA. Danger signs indeed, and over they go again. The Kumuls go in for number 6. Star Grothamian is the man. Every opportunity they get, they seem to be coming up with points. Tete did well, keeping the ball alive. And then Star Grothamian. And the USA really having problems. And the USA, a very steep hill to climb. As Maddie's already pointed out, it will be about damage control for them. Eddie Ball will play it on the halfway. Numbers over there. Vai decides to kick. Chasing through is the 5'8". It's gone to the Kumuls though, and they are away. Away goes the captain, David Mead. David Mead, he's running 60, make it 70 metres to go in. He scored 3 tries a couple of weeks ago against Wales, and the skipper has gone in again. They had some numbers out there. Vai put the kick in. Picked up cleanly by Mead. And he was away, the skipper. Over they go. 19 gone, second half. And the Kumuls putting on just the one second half try. So this is the last then. Plenty of numbers. Mead is back there and puts the foot down, gets out of one. It's brought down by Martwan Johnson. Well, they scored the 1 try second half. It's largely because they've made plenty of errors. They've made a big break here, coming to the fullback and beyond. Still going is Amian. And eventually, no, he gets the ball away to Boas, and Boas will go in to score. And the procession of tries continues. The Kumuls in for try number 2 in the second half. It's been given, and they now lead the USA 44 points to 0 with a kick to come. Star Grothamian, the man doing the damage, breaking free, came to the fullback, held on valiantly, but kept on going, waiting for his support runners. Eventually one was there in Watson Boas, and the number 7 goes over to score. Baptiste to Aton. I like what I've seen from Page all tournament. He's a very strong front rower, isn't he?
Okay, Mark, off the ball.
The skipper of the Burleigh Bears. Here's Aton, looking for a hole behind the markers.
Last one, Christian.
Baptiste goes the other way. Lachlan Lam hands it on to Martin. He pushes away 1, he pushes away 2, and Nene McDonald pushes away 3, and McDonald goes in to score. Nene McDonald, he's a big customer, Matty, isn't he? A big customer with good speed and a good fend.
Yeah, a really effective finish, but the service on his inside, in particular from Rhyse Martin there, who got the ball right at the line, was super effective and a great finish.
Baptiste waiting. Boas dummies, gives, now Lam, long looping pass, McDonald with the ball, they're going in again, Justin Olam, can he get there? You bet he can! Olam in for his second. Well, they're not showing any pity here, are they, for the Stars and Stripes? This now becoming a cricket score. So can they put a point on the board here, America? Still keeping it alive. Well, dragged in by Tokerman. Now Mirando. Hot potato to fullback Makelam. He sights a hole, he's through! Corey Makelam can see the try line, but I think he's been held up. And if he has, that's a miraculous tackle. Oh, he was all but home and hosed.
At 58-0 up, that shows how much it means to David Mead to lead his country and to keep that scoreboard at 0.
That was incredible. Goes to show you how proud they are of their defence as well.
On the last. Hold.
They want to keep this at a duck egg. Here they go, Maitland. Ball alive. It's in the Kumuls' hand, and I think it's Olam. Olam's going away for number 3. He's got support. The USA player's gone down in the background, but they don't care. They are in again. The Kumuls go in to score, and Justin Olam goes in for number 3. Nothing going their way. Vai, I think it was, coughed the ball up, and look at him go.
And have a look at Ryan Burrows there in pursuit and does a hammy. There's no doubt about that, and he hits the deck. Olam, who's had an outstanding game today, racks up number 3.
It's a pretty awesome experience. You know, the boys, they've been ramping me up all week, and, you know, they sort of got behind me and gave me all the confidence I need, you know, coming into that game there. Obviously got a few little meat pies there too, which is also pretty special.
We've got to get better. We've got to get better. We can't keep doing that. So, you know, hopefully next time we're more competitive, and I wouldn't say we'd be winning next time, but it's just more competitive and then more competitive again until eventually we can start winning, yeah.
You know, England in Melbourne next weekend's going to be pretty tough for us. So, you know, we'll work on preparing well this week and, you know, hopefully get a result down there.
You know, the harsh reality is that some of the guys are not quite ready for this level, week in, week out, certainly. But that's not to say that there hasn't been a benefit in playing these fellas as well.
Really proud of the performance the last 3 games. I think we played nearly everyone, the 23 in the side. So, you know, it's good to see. I think you know, everyone, whether they played 1 or 2 games, it really stood out. You know, headache on me now just selecting the side for next game. But, you know, like I said, we celebrate the victory and, you know, look forward to the quarters next week. Yeah.
Well, if sports is all about atmosphere and passion and spectacle, it is a crying shame that the quarter-final between Papua New Guinea and England isn't going to be in Port Moresby, having watched that and their previous 2 games.
Yeah, with their performances and the fact that they're one of the host nations, look, that quarter-final, it would seem common sense for that to be in Port Moresby, well-supported, fanatical support from the PNG population, but it's not to be. It's a benefit for England, I believe, playing in Melbourne, because I think Papua New Guinea in Papua New Guinea are a different proposition to the Papua New Guinea in Melbourne. Still a big challenge, though.
I was going to say, I mean, can they replicate what they've done at home in those 3 games, where it is their national sport? Can they replicate their performances in Melbourne against England?
Well, I think what they've done is grown confidence within the group stages, and a Papua New Guinean side with the quality that they've got, how physical we know they're going to be, with confidence, isn't going to be a pushover. You know, I think England are going to have to play well, and we've seen from England they put a half performance together. That's not going to be good enough against Papua New Guinea. Certainly the way they're playing with their qualities, and I think they are going to be a tough proposition, that quarter-final. So
what do England do against Papua New Guinea? I still bring up your quote when we were sitting here for the Australia game talking about Papua New Guinea, when you said tackling them is like tackling a lamppost. Yep. Which makes me think of you tackling lampposts in Leeds as part of your training.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? Yeah, I'm thinking of that game next week, and there's going to be some sore bodies afterwards. I really like what David Mead's doing for PNG. Their captain, I think he's their go-to at the minute, but they seem to have got a combination of Segeyaro, Paul Layton and Baptiste, 3 hookers who were on the field at the same time and just being devastating. So for me, England need to be ultra aggressive and really, really physical. That's why it's so great that we get Sam Burgess back. I think him in that middle, or Lachlan, Graham, Hill, Walmsley off the bench, I just think we're big and physical and...
But controlled, you're saying? No, because Papua New Guinea thrive on chaos.
Yeah, control the speed of the game, and I think that nullifies the running threat that Papua New Guinea have got out of dummy half. Having 3 hookers in your team who like to run tells you exactly where Papua New Guinea are going to come against England. They're going to come up the middle of the field fast with footwork, offloads, trying to create chaotic sort of setups. England can nullify that with good contact, line speed and controlling the ruck, and if they get that right, it'll make everything else a lot easier for them.
They are going to have to be prepared to scramble defensively, though, because You know, just looking at all Papua New Guinean games, the missed tackles in them from the opposition have been huge. They've been up to 50, 60 missed tackles. So there are going to be missed tackles, there are going to be opportunities for Papua New Guinea. And it's how England scramble and how they're prepared to work which will get them through that.
And if we look at the 3 games that PNG have played in this tournament so far, the team that has caused them the most problems has been Ireland. And they've got the closest to them. And they've gone with a big starting front row, Kyle Amor, Brad Singleton and Michael McAlorum, and those 3 bring that physicality.